Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So good morning for another market open stream. But today, this morning, big talk of the town is of course Bitcoin up 8% out of the blue. It started happening last night while I was streaming. And we have to thank Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen for that. So let's talk about why Bitcoin pumped, why the entire market is pumping, and why one particular altcoin, Terra, is up over 20%. And it's about to flip my favorite project, XRP. So let's do this. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel, follow me on social media, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and check out all the latest news, article, and guides at CryptosRUs.com. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. Hopefully you guys are doing good today. You should be, because look at it. Look at Bitcoin, 42.1 last night. Boom. I took credit for that pump. I don't give credit to Janet Yellen for that, but I'm taking credit. But since then, Bitcoin has been slowly moving up, so that's fantastic. If you look at overall U.S. market today, man, it looks like it's about to open very, very, very deeply in the green. NASDAQ almost plus 400, Dow almost plus 700. So today is looking like a pretty darn good day, except oil went down, which is kind of interesting because it's not like the war is coming to an end. It's not like there's any real progress with the war. So I don't know why all of a sudden everything is going up. Oil is now starting to come down. And poor Peter Schiff, look at gold. Gold is dropping like a rock. Just yesterday, he was bragging about how gold shot up to a new all-time high at 2,050. Today, unfortunately, it drops below 2,000. And Peter, of course, had to tweet about it, saying that today's big Bitcoin rally is proof that Bitcoin isn't digital gold. It has nothing in common with gold, and if anything, it's negatively correlated with gold. It's not a viable alternative to gold as either inflation has or store value. It just sounds like he's very salty at this point. Very, very salty indeed. So bottom line is, Bitcoin isn't digital gold because it's something better. It's not just a store value, right? There's so many things that we could say about Bitcoin, and that is why it is winning, and it will overtake gold someday. And in the meantime, Peter Schiff will continue to talk and brag about gold being at $2,000. All right, let's start with that. What else is going on? Obviously, the entire crypto market is doing well because Bitcoin has suddenly jumped 8.7%. Let's take a look. So, CMC is still a little bit behind, but we may be seeing what I've been talking about for quite some time, and that is Terra is about to flip XRP, which is very sad. It brings a tear to my eye that my favorite project, XRP, is going to be flipped by Terra soon. But that's okay. And that's okay because I know a lot of you guys are Terra holders. You've been listening to me. And Terra is about to smash through 100 once again and break through their all-time high. And that would be absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And that's about to come. That's about to come. So market, okay. I don't have to ring the bell yet. Okay, so why did Bitcoin go up all of a sudden, right? Well, it's due to our Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen, and she mistakenly, or someone in her crew, posted this, and then removed it because the executive order from President Biden was supposed to be signed today. And all branches, all agencies are supposed to come out with something to tell Biden like what they're doing. Okay, like what do they plan on doing? How do they plan on looking at regulating crypto and in this case stable coins? And I read this last night. It just had a whole bunch of nothing. It's very neutral. It's very neutral, and basically she says that the Treasury Department will work with its colleagues and peers in all these other agencies and consuls to look at and assess risk, make sure there's appropriate safeguards, and basically, just go from there. It does talk about in one of these sections to look at stable coins. Right, so the department worked with the president's working group on financial markets, the FDIC, OCC, to study one particular kind of digital asset, stablecoins, and make recommendations. So, the bottom line is I think everyone is coming to terms that stablecoins are here. They're not going to go away. Even when the dollar moves to digital USD, it's kind of a stablecoin, right? Stablecoin from the Fed, but bottom line is it's just a neutral statement. I don't know what people were expecting. I quite honestly I don't know why why this brought Bitcoin up 8%, because this said a whole bunch of nothing. There was really nothing said in here other than she and the Treasury will be working with other agencies and departments to basically assess the risks and make sure safeguards are in place. And we will take a look at stablecoins. Bottom line, that's what it says. But I'll take it. Obviously, when the executive order, this news broke out a few days ago, it caused Bitcoin to go down. And then people thought about it and like, well, why are we so scared about it? This is a good thing overall, right? After we get some regulatory clarity, this means that the companies and institutions and even people that's still sitting on the sidelines, they are able now to come in and they are going to put their trillions on the sidelines back in the first place. And that's fantastic overall. So that's what happened. And that's what caused Bitcoin to go up and why things are looking good this morning. Still continuing on. All right, what else is there that's happening this morning? I was looking at the war front. Really nothing has changed. There's a little bit of a ceasefire, so some refugees are able to escape. Some citizens are able to escape some of the cities that's under fire right now. Not a whole lot of new progress. Yesterday, it was already reported U.S. was going to ban Russian oil imports. UK said they would do so, but they're going to wait until end of 2022, so they're not doing the same thing exactly. And many are still looking at, like Germany, for example, their dependence on natural gas and oil from Russia. Is that going to come to an end? No one knows at this point. But Congress did reach a deal to provide $13.6 billion in aid to Ukraine and to European allies. I don't know why any of this is going to European allies. It should just be going to Ukraine only. But yeah, this is for military, humanitarian, economic aid. I also saw this morning that UK was going to send more weapons to Ukraine to help them. So, yesterday it was leaked out. I think it was yesterday or the day before. It was leaked out that Zelensky was going to cave and he was going to basically say that he was not going to apply for NATO, which is one of the biggest things that Russia's looking for, or Putin's looking for. That turns out to be false. I don't see anyone saying that. I think someone just created that. But it does seem like they're continuing forward. So that's the latest with what's going on. So I'm quite honestly surprised. There hasn't really been any new developments on the war front. That's why I'm surprised that oil is dropping. Maybe because traders are just selling oil right now, and they're stocking up on stocks and Bitcoin right now, or crypto overall. Just a few other things, not a whole lot to report this morning. Binance, last night I went through a list, the top 100 it kind of gave you guys a broad perspective of all the important coins and the ones I like. And I said, don't ignore them. Don't sleep on BNB. Don't sleep on Binance because they are huge. And I forgot to mention CZ is considered one of the richest men on earth now. Supposedly Forbes is ranking him at $100 billion. And that's because Binance is that big. And no one truly knows how big Binance is. But they plan on doing a lot of non-crypto acquisitions this year. Can they get into banking? Can they get into other kind of traditional finance? Sure. They have infinite amount of money right now. So they will continue to move forward, which is why I say you don't want to sleep on BNB because they are just so absolutely enormous. Enormous. If you thought FTX was enormous, Binance is like way, way, way above them. I can't even give you a multiple. So that's how big Binance is. The only other thing is, this is non-crypto related, but I saw this was interesting. Senate passes sweeping bipartisan bill overhauling the U.S. Postal Service. So I was looking at this. I'm like, yes, finally, the U.S. Postal Service is going to get an upgrade. But not really. Not really. So if you look through here, basically, they're going to force a lot of employees to enroll in Medicare. So this will reduce healthcare costs by nearly $50 billion in the next decade. So I guess that's good. But there's nothing in here that says they have to improve their services, their routes, modernize themselves. Nothing really in there that says that. I mean, it's you figured it would make sense, right? And there's something in here that's also interesting. The U.S. Postal Service is one of the only, I think it is the only government agency, right, that does not receive taxpayer funding. That's why they have been very, very, very run down, and they're not able to compete with the likes of UPS and FedEx, and around the world there's others like DHL and stuff like that, right? But in here, it said something very, very interesting, because the USPS, by law, have to provide service and deliver to all homes in America, right? Now, UPS and FedEx, they can, because they're non-government agencies, they can choose the routes that they want to deliver to. So there are some homes they just will not deliver. But USPS does not have that luxury. So look at this, including a remote community in the Grand Canyon where mail is delivered by Mule. Can't they switch that to drones or something? Why do they have to deliver it by Mule? How is that still possible in 2022? So, I don't know. I just thought that was funny. I don't know if you guys knew that, but now you do. Now you do. All right. Market opens. Pretty green. Very good. Very good indeed. So, looking like today could be a pretty good day overall for equities and for Bitcoin and crypto overall. Did it flip yet? Ooh. Terra's closing in at 99. Only 300, less than 300 million separates Terra and my beloved XRP. So, very, very close. By the end of this stream, we could see that flipping happen. Good morning, Alice. Oh, by the way, I was going to talk more about Terra. I forgot. So why is Terra up so big? Really needs no explanation. I've been talking about Terra. explain the relationship between Terra and UST. And if you look at TVL, look at TVL for Terra. It's now up to 25 billion, all right? It's coming into a fourth now of Ethereum. And this is with only 21 protocols versus 560, right? So Terra is growing by leaps and bounds because of UST, because adoption of UST. UST is just unstoppable. And here's why it's unstoppable. You just go to Terra. Just go to Terra's Twitter, okay? Just go to it and then start scrolling down and look at all the projects, all the DeFi projects that's across all chains that's involved with Terra. For example, Cosmos and Osmosis. Okay, Osmosis is one of the bigger dexes on Cosmos. No, the biggest, I would argue. They have UST. You can stake. You can provide liquidity for Terra and UST, right? Here's one, Themis. I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with this one. But if you go down the list, there's a Zigzag exchange that now has UST as liquidity. You have Aave now that has UST, right? Anchor, obviously. I've talked a lot about Anchor. You have Leap Wallet that's involved with Terra and UST. You go down the list. Here's another one, Lyrics, that is a Solana project, but also they have UST where you can borrow and supply and gain interest. Beefy Finance has a ton of rates for UST and Luna. I mean, just go down the list. Go down the list. FTX just added Terra UST. You just keep scrolling and you'll see there's Tidal Finance. There's endless DeFi projects across all chains that are now utilizing UST because UST is actually a decentralized stablecoin where all the others like USDT, USDC, they're controlled by centralized entities. They're backed by fiat, which we are trying to get away from. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to keep supporting them. Right? This is why all the dexes out there keep looking at UST and embracing UST, and Do is making UST backed by Bitcoin, not fiat. Right? And the more UST that gets minted, the more that's being used in these dexes, the more locked in value of TVL, it's going to cause an endless burning of Luna, which is why Luna keeps going up. It's really that simple. So if you're curious, just scroll through Terra and their Twitter, and you'll see, hey, look at this. Terra follows me, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Anyways, that's the reason why. It's really that simple. I don't think that's going to stop. I really don't think that's going to stop. So bottom line is, that's why Terra's going up. It's a little bit off. 300 million, less than 300 million to go. How far do you think BTC will pump? Well, it's not like we haven't been here before, okay? So, yes, we had a pretty good pump, but we need more. This 45, I'm going to zoom out a little bit here. This 45.6 is a hard resistance we need to break. So, Bitcoin will probably pump up to 45.6 again, just like it did, a week ago. And we got rejected there, and then we had some bad news about the war, and executive order brought things down, and then now we're coming back up again. There's always something. There's always something that causes volatility. But you could see that, Bitcoin was not able to break it in February, also in March. So next up would probably be 45.6. So after this, that'd be a true test. If we could break through it, then next stop is probably 51.8, right? That would be fantastic to see Bitcoin back above 50,000. which we haven't seen since December. So it's been about 3 months. So next stop, probably 45.6. Then afterwards, 51.8. That's if we can break through, right? As long as, I mean, there's still a lot of uncertainty. In a couple weeks, FOMC meeting starts. So that may bring some volatility in terms of the Fed's decision on rate hikes. The war is still ongoing in Europe. Oil prices, is that going to be a thing? Is it going to continue to go up? There's still a lot of stuff to worry about. But long term, I am very bullish on Bitcoin. You guys know that. All this stuff that's happening, we will get through it. Bitcoin is the answer. You just want to stick with it. The longer you hold, the more you make. That's the bottom line when it comes to Bitcoin. Oh, precious gold. My precious gold is falling right before our eyes. Bitcoin is up 8% and gold is down 3%. Oh, that's no good. I've been creating videos on a few little short videos on TikTok. I will be pumping those out, so you guys should follow me on TikTok. But anyways, one of them was about gold, which I will be releasing soon. I don't know how Peter does it. It's quite funny. What did the executive order say? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Basically, what Biden is looking for is all the agencies to come up with, a statement or a proposal or whatever, to look at crypto and stablecoins and make sure that everything is being properly regulated, properly looked at, safeguards are in place. I mean, that's basically what the executive order is. It's not like an executive order to ban crypto. That's not what it is at all. So, this leaked one from Yellen, that's basically what she said. She basically repeated what he said, and Treasury Department and hers go looking at crypto and stablecoins. I mean, it's just a whole bunch of nothing. There's nothing to read into. It's one page, and there's nothing in here that says anything about any kind of actions they're going to take other than they're going to evaluate. That's quite simply it. So why did it pump up Bitcoin? It's just because it never should have brought down Bitcoin in the first place. People didn't quite understand it. It sounded like a whole lot of FUD, but really it wasn't. And now people are just buying back in what they sold. That's really what happened. Do I use Vauld? Yes, I do. I have my Polygon locked in there, staked in there, gaining pretty good interest right now. When are you joining Shiba Army? I don't know what you mean by that. I've been showing Shiba a lot of support. Because I think they're onto something. I think they're doing something. So, Carl, how could this be manipulation? This is directly, excuse me. This is a direct PR from the U.S. Department of Treasury. You could see that it says Wayback Machine because this was accidentally leaked. So don't tell me that the Treasury Department is leaking something on purpose, and then they're going to leak something else, and then they're going to release something else that says something different. That they're not BlackRock. They're not a hedge fund trying to manipulate the market. So, yeah, this is it. Now there might be. I mean, this is just from Treasury, FDIC, OCC, CFTC. All these other, departments and agencies, they could say something different, but what could they say? This is just the start of something. This is not like the conclusion, right? Now, maybe the conclusion, they do find some risks and they want to fix it, but this is just the beginning. So it's just a discovery phase right now. It's like we're in discovery. 42.2, pretty good. Yeah, I have a feeling we'll go back up to 45.6, kind of touch upon that again. Let's get a recap of liquidations here. Last night, it was pretty bad for the shorts. You can see here, yeah, 52 million, 15 million, 8, 3, another 20 million, and then it kind of tapered off. So that's about 100 million. I would say you add all that together, about 100 million of shorts liquidated and wrecked, right? You don't want to go short on Bitcoin. That's never a good idea. And to leverage against Bitcoin and short it, that's even worse idea. Yeah, the VeChain has some, I think they're officially launching their VUSD. They've been testing it out. I think they're about to launch. I'm going to cover more about that in my next stream. Atomic Swag, I already talked about Charles. It doesn't change my opinion on ADA. Vauld referral code, just use my link in the description. I have it in my description. I'll have it pinned to the comments. Just use the link. Let's see. Did I get my Twitter account verified yet? Unfortunately not, and you have to wait 30 days every time you get denied, so my chance will come up again in a week. I don't know how to get Twitter verified. It seems like, you know, I look at some of these guys with a blue check mark, and they're nobodies with like 2,000 followers. Okay, they might be like a part-time contributor to Bloomberg or Ford, and I mean not Forbes, and then they get verified. But someone like me, with such a large audience, I can't get verified. It's kind of ridiculous, but I'll have to see. I'll have to see. All right. I think that's it. I'm gonna let you guys go. Get back to your day. You know, overall, today's a good day. Today's a very good day for stocks, for Bitcoin, for Terra, for crypto overall, but not a good day for gold. So, unfortunately, Peter's gonna be probably a little bit more salty this morning than usual. But you know what? If this continues on and we get more shorts, you know, more shorts being wrecked with their leverage, we could get a short squeeze, and we could definitely get pushed up to 45.6 in no time. And then a true test will be, can we break through that and head to 51? That would be fantastic, and that could be coming by the end of this week. It's still early. It's only Wednesday. Tonight I'll be DCAing, but it's still early. Still early. All right, guys. Smash up the like. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you tune in again 3 hours from now, 11:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. And more to talk about. So, stay tuned. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.